Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be in the world. I'm Alistair, and this is my channel, Basic Books. Um, right from the outset, asking you to subscribe if you haven't, uh, to give me a like. That really helps if you really like this video. And today I'm going to be talking about an unexpected book haul and also my plans for May. Okay, so let's start off with a book haul. I was out with my wife yesterday, and she very foolishly stopped at a place where there are two charity shops. One for cancer research, and the other one is Barnardo's. So I could not resist. So I think I came back with 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 12 books. Half of which are hardbacks. Going for two for £1. Who can say no? I certainly can't. So anyway, in no particular order. Uh, this one is The Novice by Taran Matharu. I hope I've pronounced that correctly. It's part of the Summoner series, Summoner Book 1, which has exclusive new content. I don't think this has ever been read, to be quite honest. But I think it's YA, but it looked interesting. I thought I'd give a punt on it. So there you go, The Novice, Taran Matharu. Number 2. Oh yeah. Oh, I bought this kind of in to make up a bulk, but tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow. I've heard so many people talk about this, saying how much they love it. By Gabrielle Zevin. It's the story of Sam and Sadie. It's not a romance, but it is about love. You know, I'm not averse. I'm not averse to a bit of love in my life. After all, I've been married for 27 years. But yeah, that one. I don't know when I'll get to it, but I've got it, so I will do. What's this one? Oh yeah, there's two books in one. The Dead Shall Be Raised and The Murder of a Quack by George Bellairs. George Bellairs, let's see, this is two classic cases featuring Detective Inspector Littlejohn. In the winter of 1940, the Home Guard unearthed a skeleton on the moor above the busy town of Hatterworth. 23 years earlier, the body of a young textile worker was found in the same spot, and the prime suspect was never found. But the second body is now identified as his. As his, I don't know. I think as the earlier body, I don't know. Soon it becomes clear that the true murderer is still at large. It seems a little confounding, a little confusing, that one. The other is the Nathaniel Wall, the local quack doctor, is found hanging in his consulting room in the Norfolk village of Stalden. But this was not a suicide. Against the backdrop of a close-knit country village, an intriguing story of ambition, blackmail, fraud, false alibis and botanical trickery unravels. So this is written by George Bellairs, which was a pseudonym for Harold Blundell. Lived from 1902 to 1985. A prominent banker and philanthropist from Manchester who became the author of a popular series of detective stories featuring Thomas Littlejohn, which were published for nearly 40 years. So yeah, it's I bought it for the cover, to be quite honest. And yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I like a little bit of cosy mystery, if they are cosy after all. But then again, who knows? This one by S.F. Said, Tiger. It's another fantasy. And it's set in London. And it looks interesting. Okay, so I think it's another YA, I'm not 100% sure. But it's an urban fantasy, I think. YA urban fantasy. The other one? Dean Koontz. Now, there was a time I read everything that Dean Koontz put out. This one is The Eyes of Darkness, and it's his he wrote it under a pseudonym. I can't remember which one it is now. He had so many. Yeah, Lee Nichols. I was going to say Lee Boldugan. No, it's Lee Nichols. Yeah, I mean, Dean Koontz is a solid writer. I mean, he knows what he's doing, and he's been doing it for long enough. I don't know if he's still writing, but yeah, I'm looking forward to that because I like Dean Koontz, and I think he writes. He never disappoints, as they say. Oh yeah, right. Like, this is a favourite of mine, and it's in the Wordsworth Classics. It's Don Quixote, okay, or even when I lived in Brazil, Don Quixote. So I've read it in English many years ago. I've read it in Portuguese. I've never read it in Spanish because I don't speak Spanish. But yeah, this is a favourite of mine. I love Don Quixote. This one is a translation from 1712 by P.A. Moteur. There's an introduction notes by Stephen Boyd from the University College Cork. Yeah, you can't get much better than that. It's a classic, and it deserves to be a classic. Most of these books I've got, I don't think have ever been read. So yeah, whatever they're doing. Right, okay, this one I picked up because I've heard about this, and I was intrigued, and it was only £1. It's a hardback book, beautiful cover. It's Firstborn of the Sun by Marvellous Michael Anson, and it's a fantasy based in Yoruba African legend and myth. Okay, so yeah, this is something that I heard about, and I've heard very good things about it, and it'd be nice to read a fantasy that's not based in Northern European legends and myths. So yeah, this looks cool. I should be getting to this one quite soon. Meanwhile, yeah, this one I vaguely remember someone mentioning, and it's Derek Landy, Skullduggery Pleasant, The Faceless Ones. So yeah, this is part of a series, and I think this is the second one in the series. But I believe that they can be read as standalones, as a lot of these YA fantasies and horrors are. Okay, so yeah, I don't know when I'll get to it, but I'll probably get to it quite soon. And another YA fantasy. I don't mind YA fantasies because to me there's no distinction. I mean, you know, just because it's got a bit of sex and violence, it becomes adult. If it's not got any sex and violence, then it's YA. I don't understand that. But anyway, this one is Skandor and the Unicorn Thief by A.F. Stedman. I think it's number 1 in a series. Not 100% sure. Yeah, because there's a Skandar and the Phantom Rider is number 2. So it's a very nice book. Lovely front page. I don't know who drew that. Jacket illustration, 2 dots. Don't know. Anyway, so yeah, Skandar and the Unicorn Thief, a new hero takes flight. So that should be fun. So yeah, I heard about this one as well. The Discovery of Witches by Deborah Harkness. I've heard good things about this too, and once again, I mean, you know, a quid for a hardcover, first printing, and I don't think these books have not ever been read. This was in Barmados, and they had like shelves and shelves of the same books that obviously remainders. They can't be second hand. I can't see anything that tells me that it's a remainder. But yeah, a quid. So I bought this one, and I bought the second in the series, Shadow of Night. I believe it's the second. I blooming hope it is. Yeah. Yeah, it's the second in the series. Whether it goes on from 2 or not, I don't know. But Shadow of Night by Deborah Harkness, which has the same protagonist. The protagonist is historian Diana Bishop, who is descended from a long line of witches. And last, but definitely not least, one of my favourite comedians of all time. I like a biography now and again, and if it's a comedian's biography, you're bound to get a few laughs as well. So, Billy Connolly, Windswept and Interesting. Okay. Once again, I don't think this has ever been read. When did this come out? It was expensive as well, 25 quid when it came out. Thank God I only paid £1 for it. Yeah, 2021. So yeah, it's not like that long ago. So yeah, as I say, I like biographies, and I don't mind. I actually quite like biographies that are linked to the entertainment industry, and I really like Billy Connolly. So there you go. You can't go too wrong with that. So yeah, 12 books that I bought that I wasn't planning on buying any more books because it's come to the end of April now, and we're coming to at the beginning of May. I decided that I'm going to do one of these monthly. They have reading challenges or whatever, or themes. So I'm a horror fan, obviously. So I decided to do Horror Mayhem this month. Horror Mayhem is an event where you read horror short stories and short novels, anything under 150 pages. And I've got loads of horror, but I'm going away at the very beginning of May for a week or so, going off to Spain, so I shall be reading on my Kindle. I'm not going to take big books, but I'll take my Kindle. I've got loads of horror short stories on there, and also I have one. I think there's a Cthulhu one that I may take along with me, but yeah. So I'm going to take part in that Horror Mayhem. I've been doing this almost a year, even though the channel's been up almost a year, but I haven't done that many posts until recently. But I think I will do this time. So yeah. Once again, thank you very much for listening and watching, if you're watching. Hopefully I'll see you quite soon. I may post something I'm going to post something before we travel, but I'm going to get my thoughts together because I recently read a book that was fantastic. Brilliant book. Very short, but a brilliant book by one of my favourite authors. And I'm going to do a report on that book plus the two others that are in that series that are all very different. So until next time, thank you very much for watching. Hope you're having fun reading, and I'll see you all later. Good night.